My full name is Vijay Arora, and currently I work for Capgemini as a lead consultant. I came from a shipping, transport, and logistics background where I worked for more than 15 years in that industry. So my previous company was a French multinational and was a long-term user of Salesforce Sales Cloud for the last 20 years. And as it happens with most of the guys, I became the accidental admin for my region. One of my managers just asked me, Vijay, would you like to take this role? And I knew that time Salesforce is like a buzzword in tech industry. And I took that as an admin role. It's like a challenge. But the thing that really excites me when I got that opportunity to work or handle, there were like 60 users under me. And I had to like retrain them, solve all their daily inquiries. And that, really like excites me most. The things like really excites me, when you work with 50 or 60 users and they always approach you for all the inquiries, and when some directors ask you to get some reports and dashboards, because those were like giving in a very layman's language, right? And when you're like working with the reports, you are formulating with the clicks and codes, all the declarative functions. That really excites me because earlier I used to like work on all the reports with Excel. I was like good in Excel too, but when I see the capability of the platform, and it has got like endless capabilities, and that really excites me to learn more and more about the capabilities, and that like how like I keep motivated about this platform. So currently I've got like Salesforce admin certification and my service cloud, which I recently cleared in May with the definitely with the help of Focus on Force. Absolutely, I would say yes. It is a definitely yes. So getting the certifications is definitely put a mark on your CV. Obviously, your previous experience or business experience that helps you the most. But getting certifications, I think, is really important. It means you don't need to like explain to anyone, right? What you have done, and it's definitely showcase your abilities in a very positive manner. I think Service Cloud is not very easy. When you do this Service Cloud, it's entirely different, from the Sales Cloud feature. It is a tough one to me, when you working on that service console features. This is the most important thing. Although means all the modules are like really interconnected, but I would say if you want to clear the Service Cloud examinations, focus on post materials. I would say those are the best because when you go through with the modules with focus on posts and do the practice exams, it gives you like really good motivation and all the use case scenarios which you are using in your daily life. It gives really good advantages for you when you learn about the capabilities of this platform. Yeah, absolutely. So when you like work on a project, one, you have to like do a like day meetings, your daily stand-ups, and when you discuss the requirement with the customers, they basically tell you their requirements in a very layman language. They can tell you the requirements, but if you don't know the capabilities of a platform, you won't understand that, right? And they are just articulating their requirements, and you need to like convert those into user stories and then say, okay, I can use this feature in our customer's requirement. Then you have to work accordingly as per the customer requirement. I always like use focus on post materials. It's really really good. And still, sometimes if you are stuck in something, I always like go back and revisit those modules. And if I want to do some practice, you always go and practice online with focus on post materials. I think there was some offer going on, so I purchased a basic admin, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Platform App Builder with the both practice test and the modules. There is a lot of everything in Trailhead, but when you talk about focus on post, it gives you a very detailed one and pinpoint on the right points what you need to study. And there are like a lot of features or the scenario based questions which you can do over there. And the very good thing about when I interact with Focus on Post guys, you guys are like really prompt. I'm really impressed. Whether it's marked with you or not, I know like somebody is always there to respond in a very quick manner. It's absolutely good. And I also have got like Martin's book, which I think is really useful because he gave his own perspective, what he learned in the practical world. I always read it. Absolutely. It is a must because I always deal with a lot of customers or the internal stakeholders or the external stakeholders. And communication is definitely a key. And even when you work in a consultant role, communication is a key. But I would say it is a must. But I would say communication is the essence of success is in everywhere. I know like some people are a bit shy, but communication is like really, really important because you need to like communicate effectively to pass your thoughts to the other people. And I believe it is the major key factor with your success in a consultancy role. I think for the basic certification is definitely the Salesforce admin one. And my advice to all the grads, or if they want to like enter into the Salesforce industry, do that certifications, do some voluntary work. Experience is really really important. So maybe they can do some voluntary work, do scenario based questions with focus on post material, because those are like really really helpful. If you have the good understanding of those scenario based questions, then you can apply really well in your examination modules.